vocabulary. So many to learn, and it's so hard to remember them all, let alone use them, right? Well, today I've got you some tips that I believe should make learning and remembering new vocabulary easier, faster, more fun, and more effective. Would you mind giving me the benefit of the doubt? If yes, let's get to it. Tip number 1 is to mark it down and to pronounce it clearly and correctly over and over again. When you come across a new word, write it down first. Look up for its pronunciation to find out how it is pronounced so that you can save it in your audio memory. Like in any languages, if you want to learn a new word, at least you need to know what it sounds like, right? Repeat pronouncing that word correctly over and over again until it's stuck in your head, please. And of course, you're going to want to know its meaning by referring to your dictionary. That's okay, there's nothing wrong with that. But please do not just pay attention to its meaning in your language. Have a look at the word form, phrases, and sample sentences in the dictionary. That way, you would understand about how the word is used in native use environment. Tip number 2 is to make connections between the word and what you already knew. Our minds carry a large amount of information, and by linking new information to background knowledge, you may be able to remember the new information better. For example, I learned a new word today, adroit, by connecting it with a word that I already knew, which is Android. I think everybody knows this word. It's a system of phone, something technically like iPhone had iOS and Samsung has Android, right? I'm not a techie, so that's all I can think of. Meaning of adroit is clever or skillful. So I think these two can be related because only adroit people can make something like Android for us to use today. Admit it, it's clever, right? So now, these two linked. Whenever I think of one word, I will see the others. Now all the words and ideas are getting connected in your mind. If you see or hear one of them, it will help your brain to remember all the others. How fantastic is that? Tip number 3 is to try to visualize it. What the word visualize means. So, it's gonna be like this. If you want to know what it means, type it in Google. Let me tell you, Google is an amazing tool to study. After it shows you the meanings, the pronunciation, you can even get it to pronounce it for you. Click to Google image, and there you are. It's the meaning of the word by pictures, which can sure help you to remember it way quicker than traditional lists and learning by heart. Now, let me show you in details.
So you open Google, you type the word visualize in Google, like this. It will show you the word, show you the pronunciation and the meanings as well. And you can get it to pronounce for you. Visualize, visualize. You click to images, and now you can see the meaning of the word by pictures, which means imagine, right? Imagine, visualize. Yep. Visualize. That's it. You picture it, you picture the word, you visualize it, you imagine it, connect to something else. And hear the meaning of it, imagine. Make something visible to the eye. That's it.
Well, and if you are not happy with the images that Sister Google gave you, draw a small picture of your own. Sounds crazy, right? But that's how it works. Our brains have so much normal information coming in every moment, that a crazy image can be a nice surprise. And you always remember surprises, don't you? Our brains are also specially designed to catch and understand visual information quickly. So, make a fun picture that shows the meaning of the word you want to remember, and your brain will remember it easily. Tip number 4 is to make a story. This is the method that I followed when I started to decide to learn a certain numbers of words every day. And believe me, it worked. Make a story, make a crazy story that uses all the words, and better be a story that related to you that you can imagine in details in your head. Repeat the stories and you will remember the words, I assure you. When you make the stories, connect the words in a funny and crazy way. And conversation works as well. Imagine yourself in a conversation that can use all the words and practices. I'm sure you can remember it straight away, because I do. Tip number 5 is to watch movies. Better be a TV shows or a movie series. Like making a story, now you don't need to make it on your own anymore. You can just remember the situation that uses the word in the movie, and as long as you can remember the content of the show, I don't think you can ever forget the word. Tip number 6 is, of course, to practice. Listen to me, timing is important. You cannot learn a new word today and leave it to dry, not using it for another weeks or months. According to psychologists who study how we remember anything, there is a better way to learn things quickly and permanently. Use a new word immediately. Use it 10 minutes later, and then use it 1 hour later, and then use it 1 day later, 1 week later. Review it frequently. Make full use of your spare time when you are in a subway, you are in shopping, taking a queue, or even in the toilet. After that, you rarely have to review. The new vocabulary is yours forever. And now you're asking me what kind of information and what kind of vocabulary I should be learning. Well, learn something that is close to you, learn something that you need. Because sometimes I'm surprised that I don't even know some words that I think is so simple and so close to me. So, whatever around you, just pick it up and learn it first. Make a story, make a sentence, and draw a picture. Picture it in your own way so that you can remember it first before you're learning some kind of big words in academic ways and from IELTS readings or something, or articles. Just try yourself with simple things first. Alright, so that's my tips for you to remember a new word quickly. Of course, you can choose whatever method that works for you. It can be something else. It can be like a poster, it can be sticky tape, it can be flashcard, I think what it is. But remember to practice, because if you learned and you don't use it, it's useless. There's no point learning it at all. Alright, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope it's helpful for you. If it is, then please share and subscribe to my channel as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.